And in other national news, as institutions across the island implement COVID-19 safety protocols, the Anglican Church is also taking precautions to ensure the safety of its members while allowing them to still be able to access the worship services they have grown accustomed to. ZIZNews spoke with Archdeacon Isaiah Phillip, who is responsible for the Central Archdeaconry of the Diocese of Northeastern Caribbean and Aruba, who said the Anglican Church in St. Kitts and across the diocese is implementing two risk management approaches.
Well, across the diocese, we pretty much have the basic still same two, what we call temporary measures in place. And the first of that is what we call the church being in vigil mode, where you have in places where we have more sort of control on numbers and movement of people. You have more gatherings with smaller numbers that you can control. But the whole approach is a whole risk management approach. And so in areas where you have a lot more traffic and it's more difficult to control numbers, we have moved into what we call virtual communities, where you deliver everything now in the context of virtual communities. So the priests with a small number of people will gather at the church and deliver the services.
The Pro-Cathedral of St. George with St. Barnabas, formerly known as the St. George's Anglican Church, the virtual community approach will be taken, where persons will be invited to access the services via radio, television, and social media. Reverend Canon Dwayne Cassius, who is the provost and parish priest of the Pro-Cathedral of St. George with St. Barnabas, spoke of what can be expected during the virtual service.
Pretty much the same service. I'll be going to the church. The service will be done as we are pretty much accustomed to. I think the only major difference might be the celebration of the sacrament. I mean, I'll have probably not more than 5 persons with me. But it's pretty much the same service, and so persons are still able to, what they are accustomed to, what they are familiar with, is still being offered.
Reverend Cassius spoke specifically of how the church intends to serve its housebound members.
For our housebound members, we have been discouraged from the personal, visits. So yes, there is the social media, but it also means that we have to now step up our use of telephones, telephone conversations, and staying in touch with maybe other family members who are living with them, and just ensuring that they are physically well, spiritually they're not feeling denied or deprived. So there is that contact, via the technological means, as it were.
The religious leaders are encouraging persons to remember that whether members are gathered or scattered, the church is still the church.